Hello everyone, it's Tim here and welcome on my channel. I usually speak French, so sorry for the accent and the mistake I will make speaking English. I hope you will understand me. I want to make this video to present my modification on the Millenium Falcon from Lego, the model 7257. It's for me the best to date, except maybe the UCS, and it was my goal to play a little and try to make it even better than what is it. So you see here the old one. It's the old one, the original one, with no modification. And here it's my version of the Millenium Falcon. Some people said that it's like a small UCS, a play scale UCS. You will decide by yourself what you think about it. So for the outside, I will take my special pointing gear now here to explain what I did. So around the top, for me, the most important thing was this shade of gray, very distinct shades of gray, and I was not fan of it because it's not like in the movie. It's too strong. So I tried to blend a little with some other colors like this, some dark on light and some light on the dark to do a little more a better look, a sleeker look. I also added a lot of gribbling, because for me gribbling is life. For example, here there was no. Here this one too is new. This one. I watched the blueprints for the movie and I tried to be the most authentic possible. For example, for this section with the radar dish that I a little modified too, and also here and here and here, lots of gribbling I added. I also extended this one, and here it was not. And then the gaps. The gaps for me were terrible in the original model, so I modified, because you see here it's horrible. It's lots of gap, and I succeed to diminish them. It's not possible to remove them completely because you have to open the roof, but for me I think now it's way better. You see here how I managed to do it. I will show you the inside later, but the inside here, the gaps are, you see it's completely blank here, so you can see through it. It's bad. Oops. And I break that. For the story, I got this one for 40 bucks, 40 Swiss francs. I'm in Switzerland, so it was a good deal. That's why I bought a second one. And when I will finish the reviews, I will probably dismantle it for pieces. So then the other modification of the exterior I made are the mandible here. You see here there are one tile, one piece and plus two tiles. I added two tiles. You see here and here. So now I think it's way more realistic. Before it was like thin paper sheet, and now it's a real spaceship, I think. Final modification of the exterior was was the undercarriage, the landing gear, if you can tell like this, and the ramp. You see here the ramp is nearly not accessible at all, and the landing gear are in the wrong place, the wrong orientation, and the wrong number. So I watched the blueprints again, and I proposed the right amount of landing gear. The one in the back here, it's a double, but yeah, it was not possible to put two because of the space, so I did like this. And the ramp, I'm pretty happy for with the result. I had to modify really a lot to fit this ramp, and it's also now perfectly aligned. Before it was one stud more in this direction, so yeah, really bad. And I also rose up a little the landing gear. Now it's one stud higher, so it's more easy to put minifig under. I will try to take one from here, for example. Yeah, come on here, Finn, you will help me to show. So now with this model, when you try to fit it for the ramp, you see that he hit his head way before the ramp. It's impossible to pass. Now it's way better. He can fit under the lock, the airlock, and he just can do that because now it's empty, and it's way better. Maybe I will add a little more of a height now, but I'm not sure, because it will maybe make a bad proportion for the overall. I will check. So, Finn, you go back in your place, like this. Sorry. Now, for the interior. Be ready, because it's a big modification. It's the most important modification I did. It was very empty at first. Like you can see, everything is empty. So what I did, I again watched the blueprints and tried to make something more realistic. It's not perfect because the scale is not right, but it's more perfect. We can remove this piece too. You see, now for the most important thing was the lounge. The lounge is not in the right place, so I removed everything from there and I put in the right place. I had to modify the structure. Here you see it's completely different now with the beams and everything. This I had to remove this too, but I'm pretty happy to be able to fit everything here. And I added, as you can see, one seat too. Here there's 3 bigs, and here it's 2 bigs and 2 smaller. Then here it's a supply room or cargo bay. Then here another cargo bay with life support. The access to the how you say it in English, to the piloting station, to the front. And then here for the beds, I had to add walls because you have the hyperspace proportion. Here it's too close to the bed, and the bed are in the open, so yeah, really bad positioning. Now it's better with these, with the doors like in the movie. And the engine bay, the main engine bay, with a lot of pipes and things like that to make more realistic. I added pipes, I added a lot. You see here the original model. And then here I had a room and I have kids, so they play with it, and it's not perfectly true, but I made a kitchen here. My inspiration was this one, because yeah, it's fun to have one more room and not only storage. We have already 2 storage, so yeah, it's not very interesting to have more. It's more than enough now. Then one small thing was the access. To access here, I just did a small modification. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, here there's an openings. Minifig can fit, and they can access the firing station. Oh, I'm destroying everything. So yeah, now it's way more realistic. For the pilot station, the pilot seat, I added more room, and most of all, I added access, a nice access to this. It's I can open like this. It's better to open only the top because it's more cramped than the other way. But yeah, you can fit 3, maybe even 4 if you make them very close in the back. And I also modified this here. I also modified this. You see here, there's nothing. It's a big gap. That's a problem. I saw that on another YouTube video. It was nice to find this solution. So for the record, what was before on the original model was just that. It was like that, very sad. No crossing possible. No connection. Only this ugly round thing, and looks like a water tank. I don't know. Yeah, that's sad. Oh, I lost a lot of pieces down there. So yeah, was a little disappointed when I saw that, so I had to modify it, and I made a nice tunnel. I know in the movie there's a room between this portion and this portion, but in the minifig scale it's not possible to do it. I also made this little creature, a Minoc. It's heavily inspired by the build on the UCS in another color, because for me, I found it better in black. It's in the dark, in the cave, like, no spoiler, stomach. Yeah, I added also some little tiny legs, tiny claws, and I changed the hand because I didn't have the right piece, but finally, yeah, I'm happy with the result. I think I finished my presentation of the modification. If you have some question or some comment, please feel free to write in the comments. Thank you for having me followed and watched this video until the end. It helps me a lot for my new channel to subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much, and see you for another video. Bye.